Dear Mr. President, we are not asking you to go home yet. You have a responsibility to act in good faith as the president of all Sri Lankans. But what we see is that you are acting as if you are the president for the Rajapaksas and the 134 in the Pokotua that selected you. While you try to keep your citizens subjugated and silent through fear and false narratives, we see the deplorable Rajapaksas and their Pahatua brigade, as well as the corporate cronies, getting back to business as usual. All on your watch, Mr. President. Whatever happened to Mr. Clean? We didn't do an Aragalia to put you over the top so that you can protect the rogues and erode everything that the Aragalia achieved. A man with your legacy of failure, the Aragalia has given you a unique opportunity. Thanks to the Aragalia, you are finally the president of Sri Lanka. You're welcome. So, here are some gentle suggestions from a group of your citizens who are truly concerned about the state of this country and the direction it's heading. Number one, stop using the PTA in an undemocratic fashion to crack down on protests and dissent and show some humility. Although not duly elected, you represent all of Sri Lanka. You are not there to rule with impunity a la Rajapaksas. You are there to govern. The only force that can balance the Pohotua in parliament is the people of this country. We can only do that if we have a voice. So stop trying to kill the very thing that can help you craft a meaningful legacy. Since an all-party national government is not an option due to the ongoing crackdown on protests and the service of the Rajapaksa Pohotua agenda by you, use the parliamentary committee system to bring about accountability and enact meaningful people-centric policies that will lead to overall reforms. Right now, trust in government is low and political engagement is high. Not a great recipe for your longevity, unless you show the people that you are willing to do what's right and what's needed and not protect the rogues and enable them. Commit to a timeline to repeal the 20th Amendment, restore the 19th Amendment, and submit a 21st Amendment to Parliament in line with the will of most of the Sri Lankans who want to see system change and even a gradual change in political culture. Timeline for elections and to abolish the executive presidency, which is outdated and has proved empirically to be harmful and destructive to this nation. It has had its day to end the war, but now we must build on the peace dividend, which is long overdue. Imagine going down in history as the last executive president. You love records, and here is one more thing you can add to your many records and accomplishments. Deliver accountability for May 9th and other attacks. Independent commission of inquiry that will address all aspects of May 9th, including burning of houses and attack on protesters. There needs to be prosecutions wherever it may lead. Law must be applied and justice needs to be impartial and objective. Justice for the Easter bombing victims. A proper accounting of facts to bring closure to this difficult chapter in our recent past. You already signaled that a full report will be published, and you promised a Scotland Yard investigation. How is that going, sir? Free everyone detained under the PTA and allow the people to voice their opinion free of fear and harassment, as it is our fundamental right protected by the Constitution of Sri Lanka. Not that we need to remind such a learned person as yourself. There is so much more we can list, but these seem reasonable and fair to expect from a president who has been selected to finish off the current term. You have an economy to revive, justice to mete out, and accountability and system change to deliver. We know you can do it because there was a time not so long ago where you and your wife were both advocating for change. Well, you are now finally in charge, and the opportunity is yours, Mr. President. So be the president this country needs, and not just another lackey in the service of the old guard. Thank you.